Take refuge in the right mind of the Buddha, the wisdom of the Dharma, and the compassion of the Sangha. Let's talk for a moment about dissociation, a hot topic in some therapy. And what's the difference between dissociation and awareness, or dissociation and oneness, or dissociation and acceptance? We are always aware of something. Always. That is the nature of our being, is awareness. We can't not be aware. We can't not be aware. In a way, awareness is our life. Nothing exists without awareness. So when we are what people call dissociated, that is, they're not, not aware of their body, not aware of the particular surroundings, they're somehow removed from it, they're still aware. They're still aware of something. Now we could say that lack of awareness of body and environment is a negative thing. It's not very functional. It's hard to connect and relate to people. On the other hand, we could also say that perhaps that kind of dissociation, when attention and awareness is brought to it, perhaps we're actually aware of something that's more fundamental. Perhaps it's actually an entrance gate into the undifferentiated. Perhaps it's a spacious place. Now, it is true that if we just are aware of the spaciousness of things and we're not actually engaged with the world, it's not very functional. So it may be that when people are dissociated, rather than saying this is wrong and there's something else that's right, maybe this experience is not good and I just need to have that other experience, perhaps that we need to have a more inclusive awareness. That there is a certain truth in what we call dissociation. A certain truth of the fundamental experience before words, before differentiation. And if we can then include the nature of our body, the nature of self and other, the nature of, in that, we then have two sides. We have the undifferentiated spacious mind, and we have the relative individual mind. And then we become complete. So many people learn to dissociate, that is, to move away from the individual mind because it was so painful, because it was so uncomfortable, that they pulled away into another so-called realm. And our task is not to say that, oh, let's forget this other realm that they found some refuge in, and the individual realm, the personal realm, is all that matters. But we need to include them both. So, many people are unable to touch the undifferentiated, touch the unfragmented, touch the place of awareness without breaking it into pieces. And part of their task is to go to the place before thought and see what is true before thought, before differentiation. Other people who know that thought, know that place, know that experience, need to take away the pejorative, the negative view of it, and simply include the relative in that. Then we become a whole person. We become a whole person, including the relative and the absolute, including the spacious nature of mind which does not discriminate, and our small mind which discriminates and helps us to function effectively in this world. So rather than saying one is wrong and the other is right, let's take a bigger view and say there is wisdom to be found everywhere, and the basis of our life is awareness. Let's make that awareness lively and large and inclusive.